Newcastle are in panic mode ahead of their showdown with Barcelona in the Champions League. But why does the English side look so unsettled? What do they know or fear that led them to craft a secret plan to neutralise the best midfield in the world? How did Hansi Flick respond? And what did he really say about Rafinha? Amid all this drama, Barcelona's interest in Bruno Guimaraes finally comes into the spotlight, and the revelation is explosive. So subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, because the most jaw-dropping part of this video comes at the very end. Fermin Lopez stole the show in Barcelona's 6-0 thrashing of Valencia. His performance wasn't just brilliant, it sent a clear message to anyone who doubted his worth. The 22-year-old midfielder, who even considered leaving the club because of fierce competition in attack, was convinced by Hansi Flick to stay, and he delivered. 2 goals, including a stunning strike from outside the box, high passing accuracy, chance creation and total dominance in duels. In a midfield stacked with stars like Gavi, Dani Olmo and Rafinha, Fermin offers something rare, a natural scorer's instinct without losing technical refinement. If he keeps this up, he could cement himself as Flick's #1 choice in the position and become a cornerstone of Barca's future. When asked about the team's objectives this year, Fermin said, "To win every trophy possible." That ambition mirrors Barcelona's own transformation under Hansi Flick. Last season, they built the image of a cold predator, one of Europe's most ruthless sides. Yet Newcastle host the Spanish champions in a match that could decide the group's fate. There's one detail, however, that nobody on the English side wants to admit publicly. They have a plan, and it has a name and surname. According to Marca, Eddie Howe has spent the past few weeks studying every move Barca make. He watched the Valencia match closely and noticed something that unsettled him. Absolutely everything ran through Pedri Gonzalez. That's where Newcastle's secret plan was born. The mission is clear, almost obsessive: neutralize the midfield maestro, cut the team's lifeline. Simple on paper. In practice, Pedri is arguably the hardest player to dispossess in world football. His spatial awareness, composure under pressure and creativity turn any man-marking attempt into a maze. As the English side prepare to swarm him, one question lingers: is it even possible to stop Pedri without unraveling Newcastle themselves? Every wrong step, every gap left open could be fatal. Lewandowski, Rafinha, even Rashford, any of them can appear in the blind spot and turn the smallest crack into a goal. And Pedri, with his vision, can slip the ball exactly into the space Newcastle swore to protect. So far this season, Pedri has started all 4 of Barca's La Liga matches, averaging 88 minutes per game. He's scored once, created a big chance, and is averaging 2 key passes per match. Hansi Flick on Rafinha and the Valencia win. Rafinha is one of our key players. He brings dynamism, the press starts with him, and it's great to see. Against Valencia, he came off the bench and was fantastic. On the Valencia game itself, what we saw against Valencia was very positive. We're playing well in every area. With this confidence, it's important to play tomorrow. We have to keep the ball and exploit spaces. It won't be an easy match. They're very strong and there are many strong teams in this Champions League, but we're confident. He was then asked about Lamine Yamal, who will not be in the squad for the UCL clash. "I want to talk about the players who can play. He can't play tomorrow and we'll see on Sunday. We have a good squad and players for the position. Rashford is in the team. If someone can't play, someone else can step in. I hope he can show in England what he did on Sunday." When asked if there's any timeline for Yamal's return, Flick was blunt. "I don't think we need to push for deadlines. We have a fantastic medical team. We'll see how he evolves. If he comes back, it will be at 100%. He's a young player and we have to take care of him." Hansi Flick surprised many by praising young Rooney Badji, saying he's impressed with the winger's recent progress. With Lamine Yamal sidelined, the coach sees Marcus Rashford as one of his main attacking options, highlighting his pace, dribbling and finishing power. When asked about his choices for the match, Flick was evasive. He prefers to assess training sessions before deciding between Ferran Torres, Lewandowski and other names such as Kubasi, Araujo and Christensen. On the subject of favoritism in the Champions League, he was clear. He doesn't think about it. He just wants to work on improving day by day. He even made a point of mentioning Sir Bobby Robson and other great English managers who inspired his coaching philosophy. At St James's Park, among the English stars will be Bruno Guimaraes, once a long-time Barcelona target. According to Sport, in 2023 and 2024, the Catalans saw him as the ideal heir to Sergio Busquets, but Newcastle's €100 million asking price made the transfer impossible, even with the player's desire to wear the Blaugrana shirt. Today, without regrets, the club is betting on La Masia's own talents. Marc Casado has stepped up, Gavi has dropped into deeper roles, and other young players are emerging. Admiration for Bruno remains, but Barcelona found its answer to the Busquets void at home. Bruno Guimaraes spoke to the media. The midfielder denied any direct negotiations with Barca in the past. It was all just media talk. There were no direct negotiations. When I was young, I watched Barcelona because of Ronaldinho. I loved him. Then Iniesta and Xavi came along. In Brazil, we follow La Liga a lot, and I've always admired Barcelona because of those players. He also praised the Brazilians at Barcelona. He singled out Rafinha as one of the best forwards in the world right now and warned that Newcastle must keep a close eye on him. Even without facing Lamine Yamal, he called the youngster one of the best on the planet. For Bruno, Pedri, Rafinha and Lewandowski symbolize the level of the challenge awaiting Newcastle in this European debut. At his press conference, coach Eddie Howe regretted not being able to see the Spanish prodigy up close, but warned, even without Yamal, Barca have world-class wingers. We need to be strong, control the flanks, and win the battles, he said, avoiding singling out one danger man. They're a very technical team with the ball, with a lot of speed out wide. They've started the season very well, and we have to defend well. Without the ball, we have to be very good, and we're going to need that. The game will have a magical atmosphere, similar to the PSG match 2 years ago. We can take lessons from that game. Who do you think will win this match? Drop your answer below.